Hello, guys. This is episode 2 of KingXPodcast, and I'm your host, King X, of course. So let's get right into this. Here, take my headphones off real quick. Let's get right into it. Basically, as you probably saw in the thumbnail, I want to talk about WWE Unreal. So, what WWE Unreal basically is, think of it like a behind the scenes series shown by WWE, where they basically give you behind the scenes footage of how things are scripted, how matches will end, how they got to the basically the conclusion of how that match would happen. Um, but in this episode, my question is, does WWE Unreal kills kayfabe? Let's get into it. So basically, how I feel about this, I am, like I said in my pilot, I've been watching WWE since 1993, since I was like 4 years old when it first came out. And of course, as a kid, you think it's real. You know, you see the fight, you see the punches, you see the kicks, you see the, guys coming off of ladders and tables and stuff like that. You see the blood. You know, if you came up in the Attitude Era like I did, you saw, Mick Foley throwing off a steel cage or in Hell in a Cell with the Undertaker. You've seen thumbtacks. You've seen so many crazy things, and I'm sitting here like, oh my god, like that was the first thing you couldn't wait to talk about on Tuesday morning was what happened on Raw. You know, I remember being in high school. We would watch Raw on Monday night. Excuse me, and then you would go to school and talk about what happened on Tuesday morning to your friends. Well, with WWE Unreal, I'm kind of on the fences on it, and I understand it's new. Maybe it's gonna grow on me, but I'm real old school because I don't want to see how everything works out. I just want to see things unfold the way they do. Prime example, the way they show the Cody Rhodes versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 40, and how, at one moment they wanted to have Roman Reigns versus The Rock, and then they were like, all right, we got to pivot. I don't want to see how all that unfolded. I just wanted to so what I'm saying is I didn't want to see the behind the scenes part of all that. I just wanted to see everything just kind of unfold in front of us. You know what I mean? So with WWE Unreal, I see that a lot of people are still kind of on the fences, like me, where you're an avid old school kayfabe type person, where you just want to see things play out. I would say the only person that's really trying to keep it alive would be like Chelsea Green. Naomi's trying to keep it alive. Dom Mysterio and Liv Morgan is trying to keep it alive. But some people just kind of like, it is what it is at this point. There's actually a clip of, I think it was Cardi B at SummerSlam, and she was backstage with Randy Orton and Logan Paul. And she was like, can you guys talk to each other? Can y'all be friends? Even she knew that they wasn't supposed to be talking to each other. But, because like anybody that knows wrestling, kayfabe is very, very important. Now, does kayfabe do you think it's dead? Do you think it would ever come back? Like the way it used to be? Because like when you look at people like Undertaker or Stone Cold or whoever, like all those old school cats, they wasn't breaking kayfabe. There's actually a video, you can look it up on YouTube somewhere, but there's a video of, I remember when Triple H had broke kayfabe back in the 90s or whatever. And basically what it was, he was supposed to win King of the Ring. The year that he was supposed to be, I think it was like 96. That year, Stone Cold ended up winning King of the Ring. That's where we got the famous Austin 316 says, I just whooped your you know what. Basically, the backstory to it was at the end of the match, I think it was him with Kevin Nash and Shawn Michaels. All of them, they're friends in real life, but on camera, they're not. So when he broke kayfabe, Vince McMahon was livid. And to punish him, he ended up giving the King of the Ring, I guess you can say, victory or run or whatever, the push to Stone Cold Steve Austin. And Stone Cold literally just like ran with it, thus pushing us into the Austin 316 era. But like I said, getting back to the topic, WWE Unreal, like I say, it's going to have to grow on me a little bit. I'm not really sure if this is something that I'm going to fall in love with wholeheartedly. I am going to watch it because it's like you want to watch everything WWE, but at the same time, I think I was telling somebody this earlier. It's almost like finding out that Santa Claus is fake or isn't real, or the Easter Bunny or the Tooth Fairy or whatever like that. When you first start watching wrestling, when kayfabe was a real thing, you thought like a child. You thought, oh, okay, even when people told you, oh, that's not real, they're not even really punching. And it's like, I don't care. I'm enjoying this. Let me enjoy this. You think when Tom Cruise jump off a damn building or when all that stuff in Fast and Furious is real? No, it's not. But you enjoy it. Do we have flying cars? No. But you enjoy it. So it's almost like, let me enjoy this. Is it scripted? Yes, I get it. It's scripted. I don't want to know about it, though. I don't want to know that, all this behind the scenes stuff is happening. So, like I was saying, if let's say you go to see a magician and he does his trick in front of you with his hands and the sleight of movement and all this and that, and the next thing you know, you're like, oh, okay, that was really cool. And as you're riding home, you're like, man, I always wonder how he did that. But you don't really want to see it, but you do wonder. You know what I mean? And then you just drive off. That's the same thing with wrestling. I don't want to see, okay, so The Rock is going to tell, he's going to do the thing, and all of a sudden, John Cena, you're going to come over and dab him up real quick, and then next thing you know, he's going to kick him in the ball. No, don't tell me how you did it. Just show me. So, like I said, WWE Unreal, some people like it, some people don't. I'm on the fences. I mean, maybe it'll come around to me or whatever, but we'll see. Other than that, like I said, this is episode 2. I just kind of wanted to just touch on this whole WWE Unreal thing or whatever. Look out for more videos coming up. I'm going to try to put more videos out if I can every other day. Definitely going to do the ones after Raw and SmackDown and the PLEs. This is the episode. This is episode number 2. So you guys, if you want me to discuss like storylines or ideas or just critique, let me know in the comment section. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm really trying to push this podcast. I really want to get in here and talk about everything WWE because I love WWE. This is my passion, and I really want to take this to the next level. With just discussing all things WWE. I want to get into storylines like Cody Rhodes, Naomi, Io Sky, the Jade versus Naomi / what's her name, Bianca Belair, Rhea. Just there's so many people. The tag team division. There's so many things going on in WWE that I actually watch on a daily basis. So those, I guess you can say those critiques will be coming soon. And this is episode number 2. Peace.